Hi, welcome to my bathroom and into my skincare closet. So today we're going to be doing a updated AM and PM winter skincare routine, as well as I'm going to give you a short little tour at the end of my personal vanity or closet full of skincare. All right, so before I get started, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. So as we get into the winter months, things do change just a touch, a little bit more hydration, a little bit more layering. But I am super excited today because I have a brand new product that I have secretly been trying for the past, I'd say, month and a half. And I'm super excited to show you where I get it into my routine and what it's all about. I'm partnering with Maelove in this video. I am so excited. They just launched their brand new retinol, Moonlight. I'll show you guys right here. It's called Moonlight. Isn't she pretty? So I'll talk to you all about it when I put it in my routine and where it goes. Pull my hair back here. So you know that I try out new essences all the time. And I have a brand new one that I am loving. I actually love to layer essences. If you guys do not know what an essence is, it is usually your toner step if you do not have something you need to treat like acne, etc. So I don't usually use a toner unless it's like a hydrating one. But this one right here is brand new. This is by Purito. It is Fermented Complex 94. And it's their boosting essence, and it has 94 fermented complex, and it's very similar to the Tatcha one, you guys. This is like the best dupe for the Tatcha essence ever because it also has niacinamide in here, 3%. It's super gentle. This is what we call clean beauty. Yes Style has a whole section for clean green beauty, and it is pH balanced as well, so it does act as kind of a toner, and then it has whitening and anti-wrinkle properties in it, so that's great for hyperpigmentation. Put a little bit in your hand. And what's great about this, it has the very same texture almost as the Tatcha essence does. And you just kind of pop this all over the skin. Give it a nice tap in. You can do what they call 2 skins or 3 skins of this if you want to. I usually don't, but in the winter months, some days I might. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. Then you're just gonna put a little bit more into your hand and you just pat it right in. And this is great for somebody that needs a little extra hydration. I live in Colorado, so things are very, very dry here. So I need a little extra love. Okay, so next what I do is I go in with my growth factor step, and I use the Osmosis Stem Factor. It is my favorite growth factor serum. I put a half a pump in my hand. Growth factor serums always go on first, and then I'm just taking the Truth Treatment Spray, but you can use the spray from Osmosis. It's called Infuse or Boost, or you can just use a hydrating essence like the one we just used. Whatever fits your fancy. These serums go over, Osmosis serums go over your eyes. Look at that. Yes. And it's important to massage these serums in. This is one of 2 serums that are stem factors that I know that are oncologist approved. Please make sure you do your research when you're dealing with stem factor or growth factor serums. This is oncologist approved, like I've said, so it is safe for people that have a history of skin cancer in their family, or they have unfortunately had that happen to them in their life. Now remember, you only need of Osmosis like a half a pump, so don't get overzealous here, all right? So now usually what I do is I let this sit for like 2 or 3 minutes. Now I will apply my eye cream, which this is my current fave. This is the Derma E Firming DMAE Eye Lift. I love this one. It just is super easy. Tap, 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 tap. And then I will apply my lash growth serum. I currently am just using the Grande Lash MD. I have tried so many, and this for me personally has worked the best. Every morning. Okay, and then I kind of just let that chill. And again, like I said, I normally would brush my teeth and give that a few more minutes. All right, so now it's time for Rescue, which is by Osmosis, and this is their oxygenated formula. It helps hyperpigmentation, rosacea, acne. It is really, really important for that because bacteria cannot live in the presence of oxygen, but it also helps with hyperpigmentation as well. So I'm gonna take just again, oh, I'm running out. Half a pump of that. And I usually will combine it with the Maelove Moonlight Retinol Super Serum. Look how pretty it is. It's yellow. So it is yellow, and I just put in just like that. It's yellow because retinaldehyde, which is the base of this serum, its natural color is yellow. All right, so while I kind of push this into the skin, I do give it a nice massage down the neck. Tell you a little bit about this serum. It took them 2 years to do, and it is, like I said, the retinol version in this serum is called retinaldehyde. It is the same version that is in the Osmosis one that I use as well. This has 11% retinaldehyde, which is equal to 0.05 of the prescription strength tretinoin. Now, the reason why they made this and they wanted to do retinaldehyde, we know because retinaldehyde only has to go through one transition to make it into something that the skin can use. Most retinols take 2 transitions in the skin, and that sometimes you don't know how much the skin is absorbing. What I also love about this serum is that it is an encapsulated delivery system. So that makes sure that it actually gets down and does what it needs to do, and is a very stable form of retinaldehyde because of this encapsulated delivery system. Because actually, if you guys don't know, retinaldehyde A is super unstable, and B, it is more expensive than any other form. So that you have to really make sure that this form, retinaldehyde, is formulated properly so that it can do what it's supposed to do. We know that vitamin A is there for fine lines and wrinkles, cell turnover, hyperpigmentation. This formula is also safe for acne-prone sufferers as well. Reason being is because it also has niacinamide in it. It also has ceramides in it, squalene, and then it has hyaluronic acid as well. And so those are in there to buffer this formula so that it is non-irritating. What I really love about it also is that it is lightweight. So just like any of the other, Maelove serums, they are very lightweight. So that is in comparison to the one I normally would have used, is that's a lot heavier. So this is a lot more lightweight. It's only $34.95 for an amazing formula. I know I'll get some questions, is that there is citrus oil at the very, very bottom of the ingredient list, which means that it's way less than 1%. It is not going to bother the majority of people, so please don't feel like that's an ingredient you need to stay away from. It is so minute. It's there to stabilize the formula, and it is so minute that you don't need to worry about it, okay? For the general public. Now, of course, if you have a citrus allergy, then of course we don't want to use that. Now, the skin, if you can see, is just so beautifully hydrated. It feels amazing, and I just feel like it's so well made, and I've had the pleasure of trying it for the past month and a half exclusively. The last thing I'll leave you with on this serum is I did have to work my way up. I used it 2 times a week, and then I worked my way up to every day. Now, I use it in the morning because I'll show you my nighttime routine and show you what I actually do at night. But if you're using a retinol in the morning, please make sure that you are wearing a really great SPF and you are reapplying it, okay? Fantastic. Now, we are going to go in with one more serum, and it's a very, very lightweight serum. It is the Is Clinical Gen X C, and this is my vitamin C. And I just take a couple drops, press them in my hands, and pat. And I use lightweight serums. That's the way to kind of layer it appropriately. And then I kind of let that sit for a moment. Now, my winter routine changes upon the day. So for example, sometimes after this step, my skin feels extremely dry, and I'll use the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, or I will go in and use the SkinFix. This is their barrier cream. Or, I mean, this is how many, you guys wait till you see how many moisturizer I have in here. I mean, it really just depends on my skin at that moment. My skin is feeling really great right now. I don't feel like I need a little extra hydration, but if I did, that is where all my moisturizers would go. And if I did, I'm just using the, look at her, she's almost gone. I'm just using the Biossance Omega Repair Cream. But if I did, just take a touch of that and then dab it on. Not a ton of moisturizer. Oh, feels pretty good actually. And if you guys have questions where that Maelove serum would fit into your routine, if you're using all Maelove serums, you would wash, then use your N10, which is the niacinamide serum, then you go into your Moonlight, and then you'll go into your hydrator and vitamin C. So now what I normally would do is I normally would do my skincare in my robe, and so I would go get dressed and kind of like, you know, do that whole thing, probably brush my hair, and so it gives me about 5 to 10 minutes for this all to sink in, and this really does go very quickly in the morning. I know because I'm talking through it, it seems like it's very fast. I can literally do this in 3 minutes, and then I'll go in with my sunscreen, and then I'm going to go in with my Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer, SPF 47. Obviously, you can use whatever you want. The Maelove one is fantastic. This one by Kinship is gorgeous. But these are all super hydrating SPFs. So that is my morning routine. Again, like I said, it goes very quickly if I was not talking and talking about ingredients and all that stuff. But this is the skin after everything is on. And you would think it feels heavy. It doesn't. It feels very hydrating. But I do use the different products that are a little more hydrating during this time, just because I do need extra hydration, right? Most people do in the winter. So we'll get into my nighttime routine in just a little bit, and then I'll show you inside my closet. Hi, good evening. Welcome back to my, I don't know, pantry of skincare and makeup. All right, guys, so nighttime is going to be real easy and real boring. This is almost, I'd say 95% of the time, this is what I do. I literally take my Curology formula, which they've bumped me now up to, by the way, 8% alizac acid because I wanted a little more punch for my hyperpigmentation. This is my first bottle with it. If you guys haven't seen that video, it's up right now on how I'm treating my hyperpigmentation. I just literally take this, go like this, and go like this. You do not need very much of Curology. It actually feels like not enough to me sometimes, but it is enough. That's the way that it'll last the amount of time that you're supposed to. I don't use this on my neck. I use just a regular vitamin A on my neck. Curology sinks in really, really quickly. I do keep it away from the eye area. I am going to take my Maelove again, and I'm going to pop just a couple of drops like this on my neck. Okay, it's about as exciting as it is. And then when I don't have my Lashify lashes in, I use my Grande Lash MD, and then go back in with the eye cream again. Okay, so the only thing that I will do different in the winter is almost every night that I do this, I let this sink in for a good, 2-3 hours. So what I do is I pick my daughter up from school, and then I come home, wash my face, and put this on, and then I wait until right before I go to bed. And I usually will do a sleeping mask, which I've talked about before. So I either do the Ren sleeping mask, which I've talked about, or I do this new one, which I'm loving. It's by a company called Furtuna Skin. This is really beautiful. It's a sleeping balm. I just put a little bit on the spatula, like so, and I put it on. Reason being is that I'm finding that as the weather is getting a little bit more cool, and just using the Curology, my skin can have tendency to be a little bit dry in the morning, but that is because I am already dry dehydrated, so, or I should say normal to dry. All right, and that's literally it. Rub the excess on my hands. I put a little bit of chapstick lip balm on, whatever your fancy is. This one's Jouer. So that is it, honestly. If I don't do Curology for some reason, I don't know, like maybe I just don't feel like it that night, or I want to do something extra, or I don't even know, I will do the exact same morning routine as my nighttime routine, just use a heavier moisturizer. That is literally it. I could definitely go into the masks that I use like once or twice a week, but that's going to probably be for another video. This is exactly what I use. And so yeah, so if I'm not doing this Curology routine, which is, like I said, 90% of the time, 95% of the time is what I do. Also, it's just really easy. It cuts everything out. I don't have to think about it, okay? So anyway, I will do my daytime routine at night if I don't do this. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you all so much for being here. Hope each and every one of you is staying happy and healthy and safe. And I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, guys. All of it. All right, so we're back. Don't mind this cord. It's because I have this light in here so you guys can actually see what's going on. But this is everything there. Those are my empties currently being weighted to talk to you guys about. But let's start here on this shelf. This is all of my moisturizers. I got all of these bins either off of Amazon or at IKEA. And so here is what I talked about. Biossance is a neck cream, Tatcha, some Drunk Elephant, cloud cream. What's down there? That's Pharmacy's CBD cream, that's milk. And then right here are actually all of my like essences. Yes, they're all there. I have some actually out on my counter too. Here is a bin that I don't use a ton. It's this one back here. This is my exfoliation bin. My Tatcha rice powders are in my shower, but these are the two I use the most. Whoopsies. These are the two I use the most on Sundays. And here is my oil bin. All of my goodies when I feel like I need them. This is really honestly the only eye cream I use, but I do have those in there. Okay, and then lip balm stuff. Here is this is like what I use every single day. This is like my treatment bin. This is my go-to bin. So of course you're gonna see my Renew, Stem Factor, Rescue, and Correct. Back here I have my Josie Maran lactic acid. I have, this is the Is Clinical Vitamin C, some Truth Treatments stuff, my Holy C from Agent Nature. Here is some of my other stuff back here, all of my Josie Maran, Margon Milk. These are more eye creams, just if I feel like I want to use them. So that's basically it. This is like my mask section. What else do I have here? This is a new mask that I carry in my studio, Occidental, I think it's called. There's the mask I just talked about from Youth to the People, my Ren sleeping mask, this is the Tatcha mask. Here is all of my different SPFs, Crazy Town, my Curology, my makeup. That is embarrassing to show you guys that, because that is truly how I keep my makeup. Truly. There's some makeup I need to throw away actually, because it's not cruelty free in there. I haven't gotten around to that just yet, but that's basically it. So thank you all so much for coming along this journey with me. I hope it was fun just to see in my personal beauty closet. My cleansers and stuff are all down here. They're just boring cleansers, but I don't keep my cleansers in here. So thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope this helps you, hone in on your own routine, and I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves.